Well, we are here with the winner of the National Sheepdog Finals, Alasdair MacRae and Tweed. Congratulations to you.
Thank you very much, Vicky. Appreciate it.
Wonderful run. Can you walk us through a little bit, especially that turn back? It was gorgeous.
Yeah, it was a good one. The best one he's ever done. He's not been. He turns and runs in some direction, but you're not always quite sure where, and then you often have got to touch him, you know, to give him another clue of where he's got to go. But he nailed that one today, best one he's ever done at a trial, and practiced a lot, and he remembered it, and I got him positioned well around the side of them, gave it to him, and he just went back like his tail was on fire, and I was very proud of him.
I'll tell you, if you're going to nail it at the national finals, right?
It's a good place to get it right, yeah.
Tell me a little bit about the trial. We saw some pretty tough sheep out there. What did you think about the sheep this year?
I thought the sheep were great. The hearing has not been very good,
right.
And you can't help your dogs as much,
right.
And so a lot of our dogs were showing up and found wanting, and when you can't help them as much, they're kind of hung out to dry a little bit, and,
yeah.
And it's them against the sheep. And I actually thought if the hearing had been a little better, that there was nothing wrong with the sheep. They were tough. They were the same for everybody. They weren't trying to run over the dogs.
Right.
They weren't trying to come out and biff the dogs. All they needed was a dog to get in there and take them. And maybe we need more of those kind of sheep. I was very pleased. And I mean, I didn't get on very well with them the first go around. I mean, I really struggled on them, and they showed me that, you know, I need more dog to handle sheep like this, and luckily Tweed stepped up and we got it done. But I think it's rather than have any complaints about the sheep, I think maybe our breeding programs need to be adjusted so that we breed dogs that can handle these sheep.
Yeah, they were fair, and if your dog was in the right spot, you're good. But I did run into the wind myself, and I struggled.
Yeah.
So.
And it really, I think, when you're walking through the grass, it crackled,
right.
And there is a little undulation out there, even though it looks flat. And you know, I just think there was something going on. Not that the dogs couldn't hear the whistles, but I think there was maybe a little distortion or the noise of the grass, and they weren't picking up,
right.
You know, their master's whistles.
Right.
They were like a little distorted, so it didn't sound like, oh, that doesn't sound like my way to me.
Right.
And I think that was part of the problem. Last night when the sun went down, it all got really good.
Got beautiful,
it really got beautiful.
Yeah.
So the last two competitors had a very good chance, and so I'm thinking that with that instant change when the sun went down, that it's got to be something to do with, you know, the dry grass or no moisture or something like that. But
right.
I mean, very challenging trial, and I'm really very proud of my dog.
I would say so. You've won this how many times?
This is number 15.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you somehow keep pulling this off. It's
Well,
a challenging sheep.
I'm going to get stung by a wasp.
Stay humble, or you're getting zapped.
You know, I'm fortunate. I've had a lot of good dogs, and without them, you know, it doesn't matter how good a handler you are. If you don't have the dogs, then you're not going to do well. So I'm probably more fortunate than most. And Tweed's been a good partner. He's 9 years old now. His first 4 years wasn't going that great, but then all of a sudden it started going better, and he's a very effective dog now to win with. I would like to have maybe had a little bit more presence on these sheep so that they respect him a little more, but he's got quite a lot of eye and he's a little cautious, but that's what he is. But you know, when you go out there and you manage to have the best run on these sheep in this course at the national finals, you've got to be proud of him.
Absolutely. And you run the dog you brought, and man, did you ever run him well.
Yeah, well, thank you very much.
Speaking of dogs in the past and stuff, I noticed that you had a different crook out at the post.
Yes, my own crook that I usually use for finals, it started to warp a little bit, and
yeah.
it looks like it's bow-legged.
Yeah.
And so I asked Tricia if she would mind lending me her stick. This is a show stick. It won a show back in Scotland, Dalmally show, first prize, and we've got her name of her 2 first dogs on it,
Yeah.
which were excellent dogs, Bear and Max, and then it's got her name on the other side, and so I was real pleased that she let me take it out there. It's my lucky stick now.
That's awesome. Well, you two are such a team. You work well together, and you're. I mean, it's evident that. I mean, she ran well as too.
Yeah, she did. She was just unfortunate last night. Got a bad ewe at the pen, or she'd been in the final too, and
Right.
and her dog ran well and looked good, and he's the kind of dog on the 20 sheep today. That's what we needed, but as happens a lot of the time, the dogs that you really need in the final are not the ones that actually make it to the final, and that was the case with Knight. You know, he's a very good dog.
Yeah, and she looks good running him.
Yeah, she's a tremendous good handler.
Yes.
I'm very proud of her too.
And teacher as well.
And a teacher, yes. Yeah.
Well, I appreciate you sitting with me and talking about the sheep and your good run. I just want to congratulate
Thank you.
you. Thanks for using your farm dating crook on your
Yes,
on your
in my qualifying, yeah.
prelims.
Good farm. You know, it really fits my hand really, really well, and I really like it. But we didn't think with the tradition of sheepdog trailings that we should be going out with a nylon or plastic blue stick. You know? So
Absolutely.
We came up with this one.
Yeah, that's
But
awesome.
I really like those sticks.
And you had a bit of your girl with you.
I
at
had,
the
yes,
post, and her dogs.
Bear Max and Tricia all out at the post with me. So
That's so sweet. Listen, we just appreciate you guys watching, and I hope you caught the action. It was fantastic. The people that put this trial on did a superb job. They overcame a lot of obstacles to bring this to Nevada, switching venues. The people that own the ranch just stepped up and hosted us so beautifully. The people that brought the sheep were just gracious. I just want to thank everybody. It's Farm Diggity. It's a good life. Congratulations,
thank you.
Alasdair and Tweed.